Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit reading for April. This is your girl Mermaid Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. So my intentions for this reading, Sagittarius, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit to you about the month of April, to ask what may be happening, unfolding, what do you need to be aware of, if anything has already happened, why has it happened, and you can just take this as a message of anything you need to hear right now in this moment. This can impact any aspect of your life, love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution, but whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, beings of angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you're welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get right on in to Sagittarius's reading. First, I'm going to clear and set the energy for you guys so we're 100% prepared. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and tune into the energy of Sagittarius. All right, so let's see what's going on for my Sagittarians in the month of April. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what is going on? What do you need to be aware of? Let's see what the cards have to say for you guys. So tell me about April for Sagittarius Spirit. What are the main energies surrounding Sagittarius in the month of April? Okay, so you guys have Perthu, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. And it says, uncertain meaning, a secret matter, a mystery, hidden things and occult abilities, initiation, knowledge of one's destiny, knowledge of future matters, determining the future of your path. Or your path, excuse me. My goodness, Sagittarius. Okay, there's something that has been hidden from you for a while that now in April, according to divine timing, is ready to come to light. Now, this doesn't feel anything scary. I almost feel like you guys already went through those truth bombs, shut-in factors, those shocking revelations before this. I do feel like a lot of you guys are starting to rebuild yourself. I don't know, I get this moment that different than the other signs where the tower already happened, you have just rebuilt yourself from a tower that happened a few months ago. And during that reprogramming, during that rebuilding, you guys have been enhancing your intuition. A lot of you are psychic, I have to say it right here. And maybe some of you guys are very well aware of that. And some of you are just starting to understand. And I do feel as if there was something that didn't work out before for you, Sagittarius, you're about to know why. And it could be something from as far as why someone couldn't show up for you. Maybe they had something secret going on they didn't want you to find out. I feel if there was a certain job offer that you weren't able to get, you're going to find out that that wasn't even the company you should be around of. Maybe they're struggling financially. Things like that. I do feel the universe, God, Spirit is going to show you a lot that you couldn't see before. And maybe even for some of you, this is like the true colors of people, or something that you just were always asking and wondering about. I mean, I feel you're starting to get it piece by piece as you were rebuilding, but I feel like there's going to be a matter of fact, like some sort of email, some sort of post, some sort of phone call, something that is going to be sent to you as a message as to why something couldn't happen before or why it wasn't the right time. But this is, whatever is being revealed to you, Sagittarius, is going to let you know what to do moving forward. You're not going to be confused anymore. You're not going to be uncertain about what your purpose is, what your path is. And for some of you, it's as simple as If you're trying to start your own business, it wasn't really taking off. You make that one product, you make that one post, and there it goes. You're starting to get more customers coming in, clients coming in, recognition coming in. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's either something or someone that was trying to hide from you a certain thing about a situation that isn't going to be hidden from you anymore. Let's get a little bit deeper into it. Tell me more about this. Okay, a message in a bottle. So like I said, it feels like a phone call, a text message, someone telling you something, news about a person, news about a company, news about a situation. And once you have this information, Sagittarius, like I said, it's going to propel you, catalyst you into what you want to do for yourself in the future. It feels almost as if it will be the aha moment of knowing my purpose, knowing my plan, now that I have all the facts. Major downloads. I feel my crown chakra just tingling right now. Spirit is in the house for you, Sagittarius, I gotta say. And maybe some of these messages are just coming through intuitively, seeing the same numbers, seeing the same symbols, animals. Really, Spirit sending you the sign, Sagittarius. And by the way, Libra also had this card in their reading. So if you have strong Libra in your chart, I suggest checking out the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there. But something is going to be shown to you. Something is going to be revealed. It feels very relieving. It does, again, like I just want to reassure you guys, because I think you've been through a lot of exposures, a lot of truths that were not so easy to take in and to process. This one's different. It feels different. It feels either like I knew all along, or it feels like something that finally makes sense as to why you couldn't put all the pieces to the puzzle. But yeah, Sagittarius, I feel Spirit, God has been calling to you to push yourself ahead on a certain path that you've been avoiding or you didn't know if you were ready for yet. And I do feel for those of you that have been thinking about going towards a path of spirituality, going towards a path of healing, light work, creativity even. I'm seeing painting, drawing, photography. I don't know, something that you kind of never thought you would make that much money off of because it's not finances, it's not a doctor job. Again, if you have that, nothing that I'm saying here should relate to you, but I mean, for those who have always felt a calling towards spirit, calling towards the spiritual path, it's becoming louder and louder here in April. And I think if you were to follow through that, Sagittarius, especially because you are gifted here, you are gifted with psychic abilities, you are gifted with intuition, you are even gifted with the foresight for telling certain events. You know, I wonder if you're the card reader for your friends, or you do Reiki healings for your friends, or something along those lines of divination, that you actually are pretty correct in divining your direct communities, certain situations, and even your own. But again, whatever this is being revealed, it's going to be certain on how much clearer that path is going to open ahead for you. It feels very spiritual here, and it also feels career and finance related as well. I feel like your purpose on this earth, Sagittarius, is to enlighten. First to enlighten yourself, and then if you so choose, I really do feel for a lot of you guys, you have the purpose of enlightening and inspiring others. You guys have old souls, ancient souls is what I'm hearing, that has been on this earth many times, has learned many lessons, and you have old programs, old light codes that have been stored in you that have been waiting to come forward. Some of you are already starting to dig those up and reveal that to yourself, and others of you are just hitting the surface. You have an iceberg of knowledge that is under the depths that you're continuing to understand and grow more and more. I'm even seeing a book that maybe some of you guys have the potential of writing and it being very successful, by the way. Wow. Let's keep going. Clarity. Here we go. This is like Ace of Swords energy for me here. And it says, banish the fog of illusion, open your eyes to the truth, remember the perfection of who you are. So Sagittarius, you're gaining clarity through this month. I mean, it's been as obvious as all the other cards that have been fallen onto the table. But again, I feel for some of you, although you've been rebuilding, although you've been reprogramming, you still feel left in the dark about certain things, unsure. And maybe that's coming from the facts that haven't been shown to you yet, the information that hasn't been shown to you yet. That will be with this Perthu card here. But even more so, I wonder if there's some sense of, can I really do this? And whether that's a lifestyle choice or pursuing a new path, pursuing a new career, I do feel maybe because it was similar to something you tried to attempt before and it didn't work as well. And that memory of failure is kind of what haunts you or what you perceive to be failure. And I just have to say, as a society, we've just grown so afraid of failing. And I'm also someone who holds myself to these impossible standards, and when I don't hit my expectations, I start getting hard on myself. But the thing about failure is that it helps fuel your comeback. It gives you the reasons why it didn't work out, how you could readjust that. If there's anything you need to cut it away if it's not going to serve you anymore. And then you go back to the drawing board and do even better than the attempt you did when you failed. I do feel as if, Sagittarius, there's something that was meant to teach you a lesson, and I think you're finally going to understand that lesson and be thankful for the fact that maybe it never happened in the way you wanted it to a month ago, a few months ago, or even years ago. Now, I didn't want to really touch up in love and romance because it didn't feel that strong, but for any of you where someone had a lot of secrets with you, rejected you, ghosted you, Sagittarius, I feel that may have been part of what tower fell for you in the past. You're going to find something out about them. They're not doing so well. They may be in another divorce, another separation. You may find out that they may have someone in their life, but they're not faithful to them. Some sort of secret here. Okay? And maybe even for some of you guys, someone may reveal a secret to you, family member, friend, maybe even romantic partner, and they're trusting you with that secret. They never really opened up to anyone else before, but they feel safe with you, Sagittarius, because I think they do view you as someone who is so strong, so wise, so insightful. And I do almost feel for some of you, this person may be looking for help as well, okay? And I do feel that you have the information, you have the knowledge that will really uplift this person. Again, I just feel in your lifetime, Sagittarius, you're the alchemist. That's part of your gifts here on this earth, is to alchemize the dark, the not so enjoyable parts of life, but turn it into something that is pure gold. And I think you're going to see that in your life in April, a way that you alchemize a certain situation, alchemize a certain business, or alchemize a relationship. All right, let's go to the tarot. First is the Moon card. Whoa, and this is under Perthu, okay? So we have Pisces energy, Cancer energy here. You could have those signs in your chart. Does not have to be the case, but it says the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Whoa. So, okay, with these truths that are being revealed, I have to ask for some of you, why are you second guessing your intuition? Why are you second guessing the repetitive messages, claircognizant, clairvoyant signs that Spirit's sending you over and over again? And again, this is not to scold you. We all do this. We all do this. But your intuition is not something to second guess. It is so clear, Sagittarius. And you may be having very vivid dreams, very prophetic dreams, or dreams that your spirit guides, your ancestors are trying to send you at this time as messages, as maybe even letting you know a heads up before things happen type of thing. So if you have been having complex dreams, vivid dreams, I highly recommend getting a dream journal and recording those messages down, because I think you're going to decipher a lot of information that Spirit has been trying to send to you, but you didn't take the time to kind of digest and process. Again, I keep on hearing a foreshadowing. And this doesn't come from fear. A lot of people ask me, well, how do you know what's your intuition and what's fear and ego? Intuition, even if it's not the thing we want to hear at the time, never comes from a place of urgency or anxiousness or worry. It comes from a silent, powerful place of acceptance. And it's calm, it's nurturing, it's loving, it's powerful. And we're not afraid of the voice of our intuition. When we know it's our fear, that's when we have those little voices in our head that makes us panic, that makes us doubt, that makes us insecure. That's the fear within you. And I think you are becoming a lot more talented at discerning the voice of your intuition and the voice of your fear. But again, with the moon, something is going to be revealed here that was kept in the dark. It keeps on showing up. And definitely this information for a lot of you is coming through your phone. Maybe your email through your phone, a phone call for sure, or a text message. Or someone's going to send you like an article that relates to your situation. And trust me, once your eyes are open, once you really activate and start using your third eye chakra, you're never going to see the world the same. You're never going to go back to the way you were. And I think, again, that's a very, very positive thing for you, Sagittarius. Whew. Now we have the Ten of Wands, which is Ten of Gabriel, Sagittarius energy. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. All right. Yeah, so for some of you, this is just a forewarning as far as not relying on your intuition, looking too much for people's approval or validation. And if this isn't your message, just don't take it, right? But you're overworking yourself, Sagittarius, or you may be putting other people's needs too much on your plate. You're taking too much on. You're stressing yourself. You're overworking yourself. And Spirit wants you to know that you can have a break. You deserve a break. And even like with this message in a bottle here, whatever it is you're finding out, whatever is being revealed to you, a fact, a secret, information, I see two different outcomes for some of you. If it relates to, a certain relationship that has been too toxic in your life, you find out that they were either deceiving, not being truthful to you. You may decide that it's time to kind of clear that energy out. I've done too much for this situation, this person, and I'm just going to drop it. Drop it because I'm clearly the only one that's putting them effort in to make something change. And others of you, a different outcome to this is that now you're not carrying the worries, the fears, the anxieties of the why it didn't happen, why it couldn't happen, why wasn't it meant for me? Because this information is coming in like a thunderbolt, like a lightning shock. And it's going to help just cleanse and purge any sort of lingering energies you're holding on to that came from the moon energy in the first place. You're not going to be in the woods. You're not going to be in the fog at all in April, Sagittarius. And that may be a relief to hear for some of you guys. And for some of you, you may get work time off or work time off approved to take a trip or to take a much needed vacation for some of you, or at least plan for one. Another message for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Whew. Okay, guys, we have the Lovers. Gemini energy, Taurus energy. So yeah, for some of you, this is definitely a story of love. Make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Okay, so for some of you, this is related to love. If it's not, bear with me. If it's related to love, more than meeting your soulmate this month or meeting your twin flame, I feel this is just the final clarity you need to purge out the past that left you in illusion, that left you in heartbreak, that left you a bit broken in some ways for some of you guys. And once that information is found out, or even if they try to come back after everything they did, and they still come back half-assed, they still come back thinking that they're going to get the red carpet rolled out for Sagittarius, or from Sagittarius, excuse me, it's not going to happen here. And I think you guys are finally understanding with whatever information, whatever awakening, you want the love that you know you deserve, that you know is best for you. Equal reciprocation, equal giving, equal amount of respect. And you're never going to settle for less again if you felt like you did before. And that is, at the end of April, creating that manifestation to start calling in a soulmate if that is what you're looking for in 2023. Now, for those of you this has nothing to do with love, I feel by the end of the month there's a choice to make, Sagittarius. It's a choice to make if you want to stay in the old of, now that you know the information, now that you know the facts that you can achieve more in your life that you may have been putting on the back burner, you didn't know if you were ready for. Holding yourself back even can definitely be the card of the Ten of Wands at some cases. You see in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the man who's holding quite literally a bundle of sticks on the back of his back. I feel as if this is your opportunity to completely go a different path, one that is more in alignment with your heart, one that's more in alignment with your soul calling, your intuition. And Sagittarius, there's something beautiful about this lover's energy, and especially the power of love that's coming through, that you're not holding on to resentment. You're not holding on to bitterness. You're not holding on to judgment of yourself or others. You're choosing love. And again, that's not romantic love for this group that I'm talking to. It's more of seeing the love and light in every situation within myself, so I can attract more of the good to come to me. You're in that place of attracting, manifesting, and calling in people, situations that are in the vibration that you're in, that is fully healed, that is at a high frequency and vibration. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot with Archangel Metatron. Sagittarius energy for me as a reader, but also Cancer energy. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. And for this reading at the bottom of the deck, I am reading it as hidden energies, or what you don't fully see yet. So like I said, Sagittarius, for some of you guys, you're definitely going to get career advancement. And this in April is just the fuel to that fire to keep going, to keep pushing through. Definitely getting some sort of offer here for some of you guys, or some sort of recognition as far as your product's great. You add a lot to the table in this corporation. We want to take you somewhere. We see you going somewhere. I see that absolutely here, especially with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. But for those of you, this is spiritual. This is powerful. Truly, what you guys are coming to understand, what you're coming to see, what your Spirit, God, the universe is sending to you through messengers and people, or even through intuitive psychic visions, feelings. You're coming out in the end more in alignment with yourself than I feel you've been in a few months. This is definitely the time and the era where a lot of you are coming out of the dark night of the soul. And you're ending this with just appreciating your journey, although it was hard at times, although it was difficult. You're seeing yourself for your strength. You're seeing yourself for your perseverance. You're seeing yourself for how amazing you really are, to move forward, to keep going. And something is going to manifest out of it. Now, I feel as if it's not April, you meet someone, whether this is a friend or a romantic partner, it's definitely setting up the playfield for a significant person to come into your life. And I'm excited to see when that happens for you. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and get one more card for my Sagittarians. And this is going to provide affirmations, anything else Spirit wants to tell you before we wrap this reading up about your life. I just hear the truth will set you free, Sagittarius. The truth will set you free. Owning that truth, honoring that truth. Prayer. This has been the card, and here it is coming out for you, Sagittarius. I feel your spirit guides and your ancestors want you to know that your prayers have been heard. And they're working on them in the background of what you don't see. Absolutely. It may be taking some time due to certain factors, but you have not gone unnoticed. But what it says is, Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everything and everyone. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. I mean, I feel as if you guys are coming to this heightened awareness in your spirituality, in your enlightenment, that is going to forever change you. And yes, there may be times where you still have bad days, as we all do, but you're handling them differently. You're handling them with more love, more compassion, more hope. And I promise, Sagittarius, that with that mindset and holding that space for love to flourish within yourself, it's going to flourish in every aspect of your life. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it provided you with the healing, insight, clarity, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.